characteristics. Narada is such a great guru. And we always generally feel the Shishya can have a few characteristics more than Guru because he has to learn, he should have multiple disciplines. But here, Valmiki says the Shishya needs to have only one characteristic, which is tapasvi. Here it is seen as Shraddha, it is seen as sincerity. If sincerity is there, then that will take care of everything else. The discipline to study. For our Ramayana classes, a lot of people who join, they used to ask us, what is the fees? What is the dakshina? Okay, all of us have the same answer. Whatever Valmiki has given as the Guru Dakshina, that is the Dakshina which we expect from whoever is the student. We keep telling them the sincerity of you to continue this Ramayana, the Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. That is what is expected. We don't need any fees. We are not here to teach Ramayana for any material values. Ramayana is an experience. Last time we saw tapas has two aspects. One is Anushtana and one is Anubhava. For us, our Vedic Kriyas, Vedic rituals, Sandhyopasana, Upasana, Agnikarya, all those things present both these facets. There is an Anushtana aspect. Slowly the Anushtana aspect will lead to the Anubhava aspect. Okay, Ranganji used to say, in our Eastern philosophy, there is, people used to generally say, the quest for knowledge is important. We should encourage the kids to ask questions. Okay, it is a facet of Western science. It is not true. There is nobody who has debated Indian philosophy, any philosophy to that extent as Indian philosophy. Okay, it is such great, the Eastern scriptures, that we have the space given for Na Ishvaravada also. Okay, even for atheism, there is a space which is given for logical debating. When it comes to philosophies, to matters of debates, discussions of a very higher order of logic, those things are encouraged. Okay, go anywhere in the West, nobody can debate anything on religion. The maximum discourses, debates on religion happens only here. And everything is chronicled. Okay, it has never been a fight. It is used to be all these vadas, samvadas. When we see the Jains or Buddhists or the different philosophies of Advaita, Advaita, Visishtadvaita, etc., a lot of these debates happen. It is all in philosophy. But when it comes to matters of Anushtana, there is no question asked. Okay, we are not expected to ask question because this is from Sishtachara. Okay, over generations and generations, people have practiced, they have realized. Realization cannot happen only by discourse. Realization will happen when practice is there. Theory will lead you to practice, practice will lead you to the spiritual experience. So therefore, our seniors have said, don't question the Anushtanas. Do it. It will need time. It will need patience. But over a period of time, the Anushtana we don't even know. The metamorphosis of the Anushtana to Anubhava will automatically happen. And that point of time, we might want to express it to our Sishyas, but we will say, okay, let them also experience. Because the experience itself is a journey and let them enjoy. Okay, why to spill the beans? So therefore, this beautiful concept of Anushtana and Anubhava, tapas is available with Narada. When there is Swadhyaya which is available with Narada, he is a great orator himself, he can explain. And the constant flow of bhakti, we saw last time. Anna started the entire theme as Bhakti Shastra. Okay, Ramayana as the Bhakti Shastra, Sharanagati Shastra. So I was telling Gayatri ji last time, from a Gurusthana, our Guruji became a Narada to tell us about Ramayana as a Bhakti Shastra. Now what is our role as Sishyas? Okay, we are all in Valmiki Ashrama, let us not forget. What is Valmiki's role in Valmiki Ramayana? Can anybody say? What is Valmiki's role in Valmiki Ramayana? He is the writer, he is the author, that is fine. What is Valmiki's role in Valmiki Ramayana? No? Anybody else? It starts in the first loka, right? We have been seeing. What is Valmiki's role there? He is the Sishya. He is the Nachiketas. Okay, he is the one with the quest. The quest for what? The quest for universal values. So we being in Valmiki Ashrama, okay, our first aspiration is to become Valmikis. Through Valmiki can we attain Rama. Through Valmiki only we can attain Rama. Okay, that is a given. But can we aspire to be Valmikis? Valmiki's aspiration is the aspiration for universal welfare. Okay. He is the one who is now impelling us to have those questions saying, can I be like Rama? Can I be with values? Okay, and there are also this Sishtachara which is there. No, we will say, okay, anybody you ask, they might not directly say, I will want to aspire to become Rama. They will say Hanuman, I want to become Lakshmana, I want to become Bharata, I want to become Sita. Okay, because Rama is somewhere at a distance. So far as the stepping stones are these great Bhagavatas through whom we can attain the Rama is what we feel. Therefore, in Tamil there is a famous saying called Aram Seyya Virumbu. Okay, to do Aram, it doesn't say Aram Sei. First we'll have to aspire. The aspiration will come if all of us, there is a certain way how it has been named as Valmiki Ashrama. Okay, I'm not getting into that. But I was just thinking when I was listening to the story last week from Gayatri Ji, should we not all be Valmikis? Okay, because it is an ashrama of Valmikis, it is also Valmiki Ashrama. Okay, imagine all of us have that quest for universal values. Okay, we are the ambassador for universal values. We are the Valmikis for universal values. Then that is something. I think it is an army. We can also call ourselves as the Valmiki army, right? Okay, there's a Valmiki tribe, etc. is there. We are also the Valmiki tribe. For what? The Valmikis who aspire for universal welfare. Whatever is the gunas Valmiki was asking, can we also have that aspiration within us? We want to know about such a person who is the Dharmajna, who is the Kritajna, whose anger is very rarely seen, but if it is seen, it is only for the right purpose, and that can even send even the Devas under cover. Okay, that is who it is. Okay, that's such a kind of anger he can have, and somebody who is always a Priyamvada, somebody who is always working for the universal welfare, sarva loka sarva bhuteshu ko hitaha. So likewise, can we all aspire for that? These are all these burning questions. Okay, we see, no? In any of our mantras, meaning we see the fire is the burning bush. In our heart, we always aspire for universal welfare. The fire is always burning. What is that fire? That is the willingness, that is the divine will for aspiring towards universal welfare. It's very restless. Fire always spreads. Fire is not calm. Okay, fire is always restless. But this restlessness is for what? The restlessness for universal welfare is a very, very critical thing. That restlessness is what impelled Valmiki to write the Kavya. Okay, he wanted to give the restlessness to present Rama as it is, to present to the world that if you follow this path, you can be Rama himself. Okay, you can work for universal welfare like no other, without any compromise. So such a great Valmiki can we all start emulating, was something which I was also feeling last week during the lecture. And it will also help, like how we see in Ramayana Sloka, Ashoka Shoka Apanudaya. Okay, Tvannamanam Kurukshipram. Okay, likewise, we also need to make the name of Valmiki Ashrama come true by becoming Valmikis, by becoming aspirants of universal welfare, doing universal welfare as much as possible. Okay, with that, let us all enter into this sagara called Ramayana. Last week we saw Narada come and bless his disciple. Okay, if such a disciple is there, what we also see is such a great guru will come seeking the disciple. The disciple didn't go seeking the guru. Okay, so imagine if we all become Valmikis, how many Naradas we can all attract. One Valmiki attracted one Narada. Imagine all of us, 100 Valmikis are here. Okay, this is what Vivekananda said, right? Give me 100 people, 100 young men and women, and I will change the world. Okay, imagine if we all become that 100 Valmikis, then we will get 100 Naradas. Okay, imagine the composite power. Okay, then extraordinary. We can talk about Ramayana exponentiated to 100. Ramayana power 100. Okay, that should be our aspiration. And because Valmiki is such a devoted disciple, what happened after that? Brahma himself came. Okay, it is not just Valmiki attracts Narada, Valmiki attracts Narada's father, right? Brahma, or from Puranas. Okay, so somebody who is an aspirant to even Narada is Brahmadeva. Brahmadeva himself also comes. He also blesses Valmiki to say, yes, you are on the right path, my dear. Please do this. And when you do this, there will be no secrets. Everything will be visible to you. And that is how Valmiki Rishi starts, and Brahma also blesses him, saying, Yavat Sasthanti Grayaha Saritascha Mahitale Tavad Ramayana Kata Lokeshu Pracharishyati. Till the time there are mountains and rivers and nature going to be in this world, Valmiki Ramayana will be there. Ramayana is equal to Valmiki, Valmiki is equal to Ramayana, and both will be as eternal as nature. Okay, that is how he blesses. What great blessing. Okay, it is nothing material. It is something which is as good as in the Anandamaya Kosha. Okay, because you can't put one finite boundary to this. Okay, it is like an infinite boundary he is given to Valmiki, and that is how we are enjoying this nectar of Valmiki Ramayana. After Brahmadeva leaves Valmiki, he sits in meditation. He sits in yogic posture. He sits in meditation. After Achamaniya, he sits eastward, like all of you. You're all sitting eastward now. And he is closing his eyes and he is running through this Ramayana in his mind. Okay, like how a fruit, amla fruit is on the top of your palm. Like that, he is able to see this entire story in front of him. And then he starts writing. How does this Valmiki Ramayana start? We all know how generally stories start. Long ago, so long ago, there used to be this country called Kosala. There used to be this capital city of Kosala called Ayodhya. That is how Valmiki starts his epic also. Kosalo nama muditaha spito janapado mahan nivishtaha sarayu tire prabhuta danadanyavan Ayodhya nama nagari tatrasi loka vishruta Manuna Manavendrena Yapuri Nirmita Swayam Kosalo Nama Muditaha. Very beautiful. Okay, in Soma Mantra, no? Mudita, delight. It's a city of delight. Our Guruji is there, so it is much more with delight now. We are all enjoying from here vicariously. Ayodhya is in more delight. That Kosala Desa was full of delight, was full of happiness. Kosala Nam Muditaha, Janapado Mahan. It was a flourishing city even then, flourishing kingdom even then. Prabhuta Dhanadanyavan. Okay, Dhana Kosha, Dhanya Kosha. You need all the wealth also to keep somebody running. It is not going to be very frugal. It's not without any riches. Nothing like that. We celebrate everything. Dharma Kamartha Tattvagyaha. Okay, we cherish Dharma, we cherish Artha, we cherish Kama. That is how the people of Ayodhya were. That's how Valmiki is going to describe the Ayodhyans as well as Rama. They all cherish all these tattvas. So therefore it is flourishing, the kingdom, and the kingdom has the capital city called Ayodhya. Devanam Purai Ayodhya. The one which is unconquerable in any war. That is why it is Ayodhya. And the great Manu himself created this city. Okay, and it was Loka Vishruta. It was already very, very famous, this Ayodhya, the city. What is so special about the city? The city was very well planned. Okay, the city had a beautiful fortress. Okay, Valmiki says it is 12 yojanas long and 3 yojanas in breadth. Okay, it's a huge city because 1 yojana is roughly around 2.2 miles is what I think. So we are talking about a few kilometers, 40, 50 kilometers on one side and another 10 kilometers on another side. We are talking about some 300, 400 square kilometers. It's a big land space and it is teeming with a lot of people, because it's the capital. Any capital will have a lot of people. There will be a lot of money, okay, a lot of business, a lot of trade. So Vanijyam was very, very good. It is the capital, so the ruling class is there, Kshatriyas, a lot of soldiers. It is having a beautiful fort. It is having good gates. It is having all those Rajapatais, Rajpaths, which are there. The mention of Shatagni is here also. Okay, there are different weapons, and Shatagni is a weapon which can churn 100 weapons. Okay, it is also seen in Lanka. That point of time, I think it was a very, very useful weapon, because one weapon can become 100 weapons. Like one arrow can become 100 arrows. This one weapon can throw 100 different weapons. It is guarded by Shatagni. It is having a lot of moats. The moats have crocodiles. Okay, very, very planned city that ways. And a lot of Mada Malige and Kuda Gopuram, we say, no? A lot of mansions, a lot of big buildings, very colorful buildings, systematically planned. Okay, there are people who are very, very rich, also who are there, who are having big bungalows. But there were no people who were poor. Okay, there could be rich, richer and richest. But minimum is rich. Okay, everybody is very, very contented also on one side, but everybody is rich also. And everybody work for that. Okay, it is not that people are sitting and getting some easy money. Okay, all the people, they also work for it. They have very good armed forces who are always protecting, because it is the capital city. And it is looking like a chessboard. That is what Valmiki describes. This Ayodhya is looking like a chessboard. It is squarish, rectangle, but yeah, you can say it is like a square, which is there from aerial view. If we see, it is looking like what Mahishmati is seen in Bahubali, like that it should be there. Okay, from the top, beautiful sculptures and big moats and big sculptures and a lot of flags everywhere flying. Okay, people going here and there. There are all these cultural programs which are happening on different sides, business happening in the market side. Very beautifully it is there. This is how the description starts of Ayodhya. Then he slowly moves to, okay, if Ayodhya is like that, what about the king? The king is a great king called Dasharatha. And if you read Dasharatha's gunas, it is very similar to what we see as Rama's gunas. Okay, that's why Valmiki also says, Gunaihi Dasharatopamaha. In guna, Rama has Dasharatha's virtues. Okay, he is a Raja Rishi himself. He is very educated. He is a Vedavit. In fact, the first guna of Dasharatha, Valmiki starts with this. He is a Vedavit. It starts with that. Okay, he is a Vedavit. He knows all the other Shastras. He is an Atiratha. Okay, he is extraordinary in his archery. Okay, he knows his defenses. He knows how to take care of people. He is Rajarshi, so he is known for his austerity. He is known for his concern and compassion towards people. He is an egalitarian. He takes care of all his classes equally. And he is visible to his classes. Okay, he spends time with all the people. Therefore, the people have a lot of Vishwasa to him. Okay, such a great Rajarishi kind of Raja, this King Dasharatha. Like how Indra is ruling heavens, likewise Dasharatha is ruling the Kosala kingdom. What about the people? Like we saw, na Kundali, na Makuti. Na Akundali, na Makuti. There is nobody who is without kundalas. Okay, there is nobody who is without a crown. There is nobody who is without a garland. All the people seem to be rich. That's why I said it is rich, richer and richest. Okay, the basic might be gold. Somebody were wearing gold with diamond, gold with emerald, gold with ivory, gold with coral. Okay, likewise, everybody is very, very well decorated. And Valmiki says they are also, like we see towards the end, no, in Rama Pattabhisheka, Rama is consecrated with very, very fragrant water. Here, all the people are always with fragrance. Okay, they decorate themselves very beautifully. They always perfume themselves very well. Okay, they take bath and take perfume. Okay, both. Okay, because water also was abundant in Ayodhya. It was not that water was always, we also saw that it is in the banks of Sarayu. And Sarayu is a perennial river. So there is always water in all their wells. And Valmiki interestingly says that there is no taskaraha, there is no dasyu, there is no thief, there is nobody akshudraha. Everybody is without any hunger. There is nobody who is a thief. There is nobody who is a miser. Everybody is very contented. They are all very progressive. They are all very prosperous. They are all supportive of each other. If there is a problem somewhere, they all go together and solve it. This is how they were always unified. Okay, and all the classes were there. There was the priestly Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas. They were all working in tandem, and the service class was also serving all of them, and everybody was very, very happy and peaceful. This is how the subjects were. The subjects were reflecting the gunas of the king. Okay, Yata Raja, Tata Praja. That's how they were. Now Valmiki shifts the story to the ministers. How are the ministers? There were 8 ministers. Drishti, Jayanta, Vijaya, Siddhartha. Then there is Ardhasadaka. Then there is Ashoka, Mantrapala. And last is our close friend. Who? No. Minister. Sumantra. Okay, the 8 ministers, they were all from great lineage. Okay, it's a beautiful sarga which talks about what are the different characteristics of all these ministers, how they should be truthful, how they should be loyal, how they should be well-read, how they should be scholarly, how they should be unbiased. Even if it is their kith and kin, their son, their daughter, their brother, whoever is making a mistake, they should punish them. If somebody who is not in good terms with them also commits a mistake, if they are not committing a mistake, then they should be treated with unbias. Just because I have a personal bias, I don't treat him with professional bias. Okay, it's a very important thing. So they know how to compartmentalize the personal traits versus the professional traits. The ministry is well protected. They know how to make plans. They know how to spend time with people, understand the problems, come back, create solutions, discuss, build consensus, and go back and give it to the society and work for the progress of the society. For all of them, society is more important than them. Okay, individuals come after the team. Individuals come after the society, after the nation, after the world. Okay, that's why Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam is always like that. Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, then me. This aham should not even come in this. This is the last. Before that, all these things should come. The world, then within that the nation, then within that our family, etc. That is how we also grow in stature, right? That is how we can expand ourselves. So for all of them, the country is before themselves. That is how they are all trained. That is how they all look at things. So with them, in fact, Dasharatha has no problem because the ministers are very capable. The armed forces are also fabulous. The commander-in-chief is a very, very devoted, loyal person. So therefore, his country is very well protected. He also has spies. He also has charas. Okay, through them also he figures out what is happening in the state. So like this, the state was very, 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 very well protected, well guided, very prosperous, and always in the right path. That's another guiding vision for them. Everything is with the eye of dharma. That is how Dasharatha is ruling. Okay, this is all about Dasharatha, how he is managing, etc. Because this is the context for what we will see in the future, right? So we know how great Dasharatha is. Such a great Dasharatha, he wanted children. So therefore he got children. We all know the 4 children he got: Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna. Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrughna in that order. And Rama was born during this auspicious month of Chaitra. Tatascha dvadashe maase chaitre navamikhe titau nakshatre aditi dhaivatye svocha samsteshu panchasu graheshu karkate lagne vakpata vindunasah prudyamane jagannatham sarvaloka namaskritam kausalya janayadramam sarvalakshana samyutam vishnorardam mahabahum putram aikshvaka vardhanam. When all the constellation, when all the stars were at the Ucha, were at their peaks, that is when Rama was born. Rama is Jagya Vishnu Sanatanaha. The great Vishnu himself descended to this world and he chose Dasharatha as his father because Dasharatha is full of virtues. To a virtuous father, a virtuous son. The all-pervasive Lord, Vishnu, he was born to this world to protect this world from negative forces, to show the world how to live, how to let live, both. So therefore he was born with all beautiful auspicious virtues, and there was celebration in Ayodhya. And not just Rama, then Bharata was born, then Shatrughna and Lakshmana were born, and all the 4 people, they were all shining like Proshtapadas. Okay, like all those asters, 4 different nakshatras, these 4 people were shining, and Nalu Romania, Paudara Vandama, They were all growing with all the different arts, with Dhanurvidya as an important element for them, with Veda, Vedanga, with all the disciplines. They all were growing together. In fact, Rama and Lakshmana were inseparable. Bharata and Shatrughna were inseparable. Likewise, they were all growing together as a part of a single body. That is how we will see in the future, Chatvaraya Bahavaha, like how Vishnu is with 4 limbs. These people present a whole together. Okay, they are not independent to each other. They are all mutually dependent, and they all become parts of the single whole. That is how we see the brothers who are all excelling in whatever they take, whether it is mounting an elephant or riding a horse or chariot. Okay, each of them is a Maharati or a Atirati. They can take on 8 chariots or 16 chariots in one go. Okay, they are all known for their missile power. That is how they grew. And when the right time came for their wedding, Rama got wedded to Sita Devi. Who is Sita Devi? Sita Devi is the daughter of Janaka Maharaja. Janaka Maharaja also was a very, very excellent king. Okay, he was the king of Mithila, and he was ruling Mithila in a very, very dharmic manner. So the match is Rama and Sita. Okay, both are matchless. Therefore, only the matchless can be matched to a matchless. Okay, therefore, Rama got wedded to Sita, and both of them had a very beautiful wedded life. Manasvi tadgatastasyaha nityam hridi samarpitaha priyatu Sita Ramasya dhara pratikrita iti gunadrupa gunachapi pritir bhuyobhya vardhatha. Both of them had lot of love and affection to each other. Okay, you can't differentiate whose love is higher. Okay, if this person's love is 2 times, the other person's love is also 2 times. And that is how Valmiki says, how they understood each other is Akyati Hridayam Hrida. It's not required for them to converse with each other. Okay, they can talk heart to heart. By just looking at each other, they know what the other person is thinking. They can just sense what the other person is sensing. Okay, this is what we see in the future. All this build up in terms of the gunas, in terms of the virtues, what we see, what Valmiki is describing. This is like how in a book we see the contents are given in the first page. The contents explanation are all given in all the subsequent pages. Okay, this is sort of the glossary. Okay, we quickly gloss in one session, we will gloss over all the gunas. But the entire year, we will keep going into each of these gunas in great detail. Okay, like how Rama is saying, Maibhavastu Vaideshya Tattvato Viniveshitaha, Mamapi Bhava Sitayam, Sarvata Viniveshitaha. That's what we see in Akyati Hridayam Hrida. How Rama is feeling Sita. How Sita is feeling Rama. How in Sundarakanda she is explaining how she is missing Rama. How in Kishkindakanda we see how Rama is missing Sita. Okay, somebody like Hanuman is seeing both of those. Somebody like Lakshmana is experiencing some of those. But a short note for that is given, Akyati Hridayam Hrida. Here, how they both converse to each other. It is hearts communicating to the hearts. The communication is always not essentially verbal in nature. Okay, it can be non-verbal. Non-verbal communication is much more powerful than verbal communication. And the non-verbal communication itself can be of multiple types. Okay, it can be just by body features. Okay, like what Sugriva tells Hanuman to go and check, not just with their verbal communication, but with their non-verbal communication, are they trustworthy or not? Okay, you can look at a person and then decide, okay, is this person trustworthy or not? Is this person listening or not? Okay, is this person sleeping or not? Obviously, sleeping is much more easy for us to understand. Okay, but beyond that, can this person be trusted with some important task? Okay, is this person showing a lot of affection to me? Okay, some people, even we see, some of the people who meet Dr. Ranganji, the way they show their devotion, some people show a lot of compassion. Okay, like what we will see how Dasharatha tells even Rama that Bharata has a lot of compassion towards Rama. Okay, how can a younger brother have compassion over elder brother? It doesn't work like that. They can have. The younger brother is feeling the elder brother is like Velithadalam Pal. Okay, he is very, very straightforward. Like Garuda comes and says, no, you are Ripuna Papi Vatsala. You are showing so much of compassion even to enemies. No, don't be like that. I mean, you can be slightly with Kuta Yodhi. Okay, you can be slightly with guerrilla warfare. Be unpredictable. Don't be always predictable. It always, it's a combination of these things. Therefore, we look at somebody and with verbal, non-verbal communication, we can understand if that person is trustworthy. We see the same thing being spoken in Rama Sabha. Okay, when two of the big ministers from Vanara side, they come and say, by looking at this person, who person? Vibhishana. By looking at his facial features, by looking at his actions, we will find out if that guy is trustworthy or not. So this is a often repeated thing. But between a sati and pati, this goes to different levels. Okay, it is not even just with gestures, etc. It can be at your imprints level. It can be at your instinct level. Okay, they both feel the same. They both think the same. Okay, they are connected by something which is beyond. Like what we talk as butterfly effect or whatever. Here, Rama is this side of the ocean. Sita is on that side of the ocean. But their feelings are the same. That is what they express. That is what is given as short notes here. Akyati hridayam hrida. Their hearts talk to each other. And likewise, these both Rama and Sita were living a very, very happy married life. This was all in Ayodhya. Now, from there, Valmiki transitions to therefore what happens right now. Okay, such a beautiful Dampati, Divya Dampati. They are happily spending their life. And that point of time, when they were happily living in Ayodhya, where is Bharata and Shatrughna? Bharata and Shatrughna are not in Ayodhya. Bharata and Shatrughna have gone to their uncle's place, which is in KK Desa. Gacchata matulakulam Bharatena tadanagaha Shatrughno nitya Shatrughnaha nitaha priti puraskritaha. Bharata has gone to his maternal place. The maternal place is not of Shatrughna. Okay, we should not feel, oh, both of them went to their mama's place. We don't know where is Shatrughna's mama's place, if you ask me. Okay, Valmiki didn't cover, we also don't bother. Okay, they are happy. Lakshmana is happy with Rama and Shatrughna is happy with Bharata. Bharata's mama is, like we all say, our cousins. Aunt is our aunt. Their mama is our mama, like that. Okay, even Pakatata mama is mama for us. So likewise here, Bharata went to his uncle's place because of a lot of love. Bharata is being taken by Udajit and Ashwapati Maharaja. Ashwapati is grandfather, Kaikeyi is mother, brother is Udajit. KK Desam, Grivraja is the capital. Okay, we should know all the capitals also, no? Kosala, Ayodhya, likewise here also. Girivraja is the capital city of KK Desa. What is the capital place of Mithila? What is the Desa? Mithila is the Desa, is it? Mithila is the Desa, Mithila is the city. City comes, it is like Chandigarh. The state and the capital is the same. So likewise here, this KK Desa is there. Bharata is gone there. And he is taken Shatrughna also along with him. Shatrughna means the one who has won over his Shatrus. Who are the Shatrus here? Okay, do we see about Shatrughna in multiple detail? Shatrughna is seen as very valorous. Okay, there are very few slokas which celebrate that he is a valorous person. Okay, a lot of his administration is seen towards the end of Rama Pattabhisheka, towards the end of our Kavya. But here, the explanation is Shatrughnaha, Nitya Shatrughnaha. He is won over all his personal vices. Oh, like whatever, jealousy or Mada, Matsarya, laziness, all those things he is won over them. That is why he is called as Shatrughna. So that Shatrughna is taken by Bharata, Nitaha Priti Puraskritaha. It is not because Shatrughna is forcing himself to go. Bharata wanted to take Shatrughna along with him because they love each other. So the first sloka of Ayodhya Kanda starts with brotherhood. Okay, it is Pratru Vatsalya. How the brothers should treat each other, how they should all grow and live together. So this live and let live is a theme which is always through Ramayana. Now when they go there, have they completely forgotten about Ayodhya? No. They keep thinking about Rama and Lakshmana. They keep thinking about the Raja Dasharatha. They are all feeling Raja Dasharatha is very old. We should be along with him. We should serve him, etc. and all. But we should not discard the request which is given by the Mama also. They also want to give hospitality to Bharata. They also want to enjoy Bharata's growth, cherish Bharata's intelligence, cherish Bharata's yoga, cherish Bharata's intellect, etc. So therefore, spend some time, then come back. That is how it should be. So while they are there, tatrapi nivasantavto tarpyamano cha kamataha bhrataro smaratam viro vruddham dasharatham nripam. They always think about Dasharatha as well as Rama Lakshmana. They are missing them. Okay, while the distance is there, they are all connected by hearts, but physically also it is something aladi, no? I mean, while the Rama Utsava is happening, from somewhere we seeing in YouTube, etc., is okay, it is good, but there is nothing which will equal to being there in the very moment and immersing in that end to end. Because in YouTube, the focus will be only on Rama. Okay, but if you are here in person, you can see Rama, you can see Ranganna, you can see Manni, you can see all the kids, you can see all the multiple people who are enjoying by seeing Rama. Okay, that way we can also enjoy, we can also partake in all this enjoyment. We can also encourage the other person. If somebody is not enjoying, we say, hey, come on, see, you are missing a very, very important thing. Suddenly this Hanuman is going to be lifted. Okay, that part you should not miss. Come out of the house. Why are you sitting in the house? All these things can happen only if you are in person. So therefore, they want to be in person also. This is the sthiti there in Kekeya kingdom. Here when you come to Ayodhya, Valmiki is talking about what is Dasharatha feeling. Dasharatha is also feeling the separation of his sons. He also wants everybody to be there, but he is also acceded to the request of Yudhajit and sent them there. Here Valmiki says that like 4 hands of Vishnu, for Dasharatha, these 4 sons are equal. But despite being equal, there is one person who is the better among equals. Okay, this is a new term, no? Better among the equals. How can it be equal and better? Slightly extra. Okay, in all the millimeters, in few nanoseconds, that person is better. Like that we should understand. So better among equals is Rama. Why? Because of his gunas. The virtues of Rama is unparalleled. Okay, it cannot be met by even the brothers. The brothers are also aspiring. Okay, the first set of Valmikis are his brothers. Okay, who are inching closer and closer towards Rama. We are going closer and closer towards the brothers. That is how this benchmark is. And Rama is also continuously excelling. So that we will see. Rama is also not satisfied with his own self. Okay, he is also a learner. He keeps evolving. So therefore, this Rama is something thoda extra to Dasharatha. So therefore, Dasharatha feels very good about his son. Whenever he looks at his son, he feels Anagratam eva Atmavan. He feels his younger self in this Rama. He feels this person is special. Okay, he is fantastic. And he revels in the virtues of this Rama. What is so great in Rama's virtues? Then Valmiki delves into the short notes. This glossary he starts. Sardutyam Prashantatma. He says this person is very, very tranquil. Okay, it starts. That is the first thing he starts with. Okay, if you observe a person, yeah, that is a very good thing. But some person who is deep, Samudra iva Gambhirya, we see, no? Some person who is very, very tranquil, somebody who is grand, okay, like Naraikulam Talumbad, that person is very, very tranquil, then you also become silent. Okay, if somebody is fluttering like a butterfly, you also will want to flutter like a butterfly. But that person is very, very calm, then you will also become calm. So in the Sannidhi of Rama, we will also try and go towards tranquility. Okay, now there are folks in Chitrakuta, they are there in Ayodhya, they are enjoying the tranquility. It's not too much of stress. It is about being calm. That Shantarasa is very, very beautiful. Okay, and Mridupurvam Prabhashate, he also speaks in a very, very gentle manner. Okay, you cannot go for people like Rama. Rama talks about this, about Hanuman. Okay, again, some of the gunas here we can see with other characters. We can see of Rama also. Rama tells to Lakshmana about Hanuman that such a person with great oratorical skill, the enemies also will come and surrender and become friends. Okay, there is nobody who is going to raise your voice. Here we see the same thing. Mridupurvam Prabhashate, Uchamanopi Parusham Notram Pratipadyate. Rama doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't need to raise his voice at all. He's always calm. Okay, if somebody is shouting, then you also return with that shout. Hey, you think before you speak. Then that person will get irritated. Okay, before the content, unfortunately, sounds work like that. Okay, your body language or your sound or your actions, before the content of what you say, the tone or the gestures, they reach. I think light and sound is faster than the purport behind it, right? So you might be saying the same thing. Think before you speak. Okay, but if you do the action like this, hey, think before you speak. Okay, the content is okay. You need to think before you speak. Why are you just like that jumping on me? That is the content. But that person will not react to that. That person will say, oh, you are pointing finger at me. Okay, you are jumping at me. You are raising your voice. So it is important for us to have all these things in perfect balance. Okay, that is how even in some of the improvisations theory, okay, when we talk about even giving feedback, etc. Anna used to talk about this when Sita Rama Sambhashana happens. Okay. You need to put forth a point, but before putting forth that point, you need to make sure that you are gaining attention of that person. Okay, how do you get the attention of the person? Not in a very, very vigorous manner. If they become very aggressive, they are not going to listen to you. Okay, they need to be attentive. Okay, for attention, you need some stability, you need some peace. For that, you cannot just like that provoke them. So likewise, when Sita Devi is talking nice things about Rama, Rama also will listen. And then you can also, like how inside Varaparam you can put on needle there. Likewise, you can also give your messaging that point of time. That is how here it happens. So he doesn't react in a harsh manner. Okay, he always is in a very calm manner. Therefore, there is no reason for the other person to continue. That's what we see even in Vali's case. Okay, one full sarga, he is just talking and talking and talking. Okay, he is giving all the negative sides of whatever the actions have happened. And Rama is not responding at all. Okay, wherever we see Rama, Rama is a very active listener. Whether it is with Hanuman or whether it is with Vali or even later with Hanuman, when he comes with the news of Sita also, it's not that Rama is jumping and saying, no, tell me what is that, what is this, etc. and all. He is very patient. Okay, active listening is a very important feature. We saw in one of the earlier sessions also. It is very, very important. That is something they start with. This Prashantatma is something which is fundamental to that. Then Valmiki also talks about the other one, which we should also relate all these things back. The short notes of the short notes is in the first chapter of Balakanda. Okay, which is the gunas which is asked by Valmiki. There we talk about the Dharmajnascha, Kritajnascha. So that Kritajnatha has to be explained also. Kritajnatha is explained in great detail till the end of Yuddhakanda. But here Valmiki gives one short notes. Katanchitu upakarene krite naikena tushyati nasmarati apakaranam shatamapi atmavattaya. Katanchitu upakarene. If somebody is giving one help, okay, what kind of help they can give to Rama? It could be very small help. Okay, if he drops something, if he misses something, okay, if something he forgets, all those things if they remind, I mean, what kind of great help they can give? Because he is already complete in all aspects. But even the small help, if somebody is giving, he or she, Rama, will never forget. Okay, that is how, not just not forgetting, but to recall. The gratitude is not in not forgetting. Okay, gratitude has to be expressed. Okay, in mind we will say, oh, that person, I am very gratitude. I have full gratitude to that person. If we keep thinking, that is not enough. When we meet that person, we'll have to tell that person, sir, you did this amazing thing, madam, fantastic. Even now I remember that day when I missed that Thai sadam, you only gave it to me. Okay. And you shared your food. I mean, sharing your food is not something natural. Nowadays, it doesn't come naturally also. Okay. My food only for me. Your food you take. Okay. After COVID, it has become vigorous also. Okay. No sharing even in schools. But if that is during a critical juncture, okay. I also remember sometime, I mean, there was once in my school when my tiffin box was fully taken by ants. Okay. So one teacher shared her lunch with me. Till now, I am remembering that. I don't remember anything else sharing because I also gave, they also gave. But this is the time when I didn't give anything. But that person gave. But to remember and to recall that to that person whenever we meet, no, that person would have forgotten. That is the magnanimity of that person, but we should not forget. So that is how here Rama will not forget what the other person would have forgotten. They would have thought this is normal, par for course. Why should we even remember this? But Rama feels this is an important help. You did that. You are a good soul. You are magnanimous. I think we should celebrate virtues. Okay, sometimes we take virtues for granted. Okay, we should celebrate virtues. Ah, very good. The sense of appreciation. Anada, budi panniyappa. Very good, very good. I think this we should learn from our Guruji. I mean, even small things, sometimes he will 35 us and say, not that 35. 30 kuduthu, he will say, very good, fantastic. This is a good act which you have done. And something which is missed by others, if you have done that needs a special commendation also. So that is how, if Rama is having that kind of memory, does it mean that he will also remember all the negative things? No, that is not true. That is what here Valmiki says. Na smarati apakaranam shatamapi atmavattaya. He is atmavat. Okay. Somebody has done some mistake with Rama, but if they change course, if they repent, if they correct themselves, then he will forgive and forget both. Okay. He will not remember that, and he will also forgive. Which is why Sita Devi is talking even to Ravana that viditaha saidharmagyaha sharanagata vatsalaha tena maitri bhavatade yadi jeevitum ichchasi. He will take you as his friend. Can you imagine any lady who is abducted by one wicked thug, okay, in broad daylight, and he has tortured her so much? Such a grandeur that lady has to tell, and she is not committing on her own. She is committing on her Bharta. This is where we should tie in this Akyati Hridayam Hrida aspect. Because that is how Rama will be. He is saying, despite all these things, you go, you ask for forgiveness, he will forgive you and he will take you as his friend. This is something unimaginable. I mean, we can't think about it. We will never ever forgive this kind of an act. Okay, this is why we say this is Anya Parthiva Durlabhaihi. This is not something which is human values at all. This is divine. Okay, but it is possible for humans to exhibit. There are people who have given a long rope. There are people who forgive. Some, especially for places where it is circumstantial, the government also gives some scope, saying if that person is repenting, that is why the aspects of social service comes. People are forced to do some corrective actions. After that, can they have a second chance? Maybe their second chance, they will do wonders. Okay, we don't know. We are underestimating the potential of that human being. If that human being is actually repenting, okay, circumstantially they have done a mistake, but after that they are correcting themselves. Can they become a much more divine person? Okay, that kind of a chance is something which human intellect only can discriminate and give that. So here, Rama's quality of this is being exposed by Sita there to Ravana. Not even to anybody else. The highest villain is being given a second chance. Even Rama gives the second chance. Whenever he comes also, he says, you return back. He gives that message to Hanuman. He gives that message to Angada. But that guy doesn't change. Okay, in a way it's good. Maybe, I mean, if he had not been like this, then maybe there would have been more destruction. We don't know. So, in a way, he didn't listen to all these chances. It is a good learning for all of us. Okay, that we should not be like that. Okay, what is the path we should take? What is the path we should not take? So therefore, Shatamapi Atmavattaya, even if somebody commits 100 mistakes, if that person is repenting, then he will be forgiven. This is what Rama's qualities is. Then, Sheela Vriddhai Jnana Vriddhaihi Vayo Vriddhaisha Sajjanaihi Katayannastavai Nityam Nastrayogyantareshvapi. This is Rama's benchmark. Okay. We see Rama is the Vidwan. Okay, Rama is a Shastravit. Rama is a Vedavit. Rama is a Vedangavit. And later Valmiki is going to say Dharma Kamartha Tattvajna, Sarva Shastrartha Tattvajna. All this he is already full, but that Rama, he spends time with Sheela Vriddhas, Jnana Vriddhas, Vayo Vriddhas. With people who are disciplined, with people who are old with experience, with people who are well learned. And whenever he gets break, interval time, he goes and learns more things from him. So that's why I was saying, Rama is not a static individual. Rama is an evolving character. Okay, Rama keeps learning. So to reach Rama, you will have to not just reach Rama, but you'll have to keep pace with Rama's pace of learning. Okay, because Rama is not finished learning. He is also an evolving individual. So that is how the beauty of Rama is. Buddhiman Madhura Bashi Purva Bashi Priyam Vadaha Viryavan Nacha Viryena Mahata Svena Vismitaha. This characteristic you will achieve. Which characteristic? To spend more time with people who you think you can still learn more. Once you come to a recognition that I don't know enough. Okay, I am excellent. Okay, maybe there is cognition that I am excellent, but I can be more excellent. Okay, there is no end to excellence. Excellence can always be built upon. That is what here, he is a Buddhiman, he is a Madura Bashi. Okay, he speaks very, very beautifully. Purva Bashi, he goes ahead and speaks. Priyam Vadaha. But there, Viryavan Nacha Viryana, he is also Viryavan. The entire world is wondering at Rama's virtues except for him. He doesn't feel that he is at there. That is what it means. Okay, you can continue to excel, is what he feels. Therefore, the moment he feels like that, he will continue to find ways for him to spend time with people to excel, continue to excel. So that's the beauty with which Rama is being spoken about Valmiki. Not only these are some of the glimpses of his virtues. What else does he have? Arogaha tarunaha vagmi. Okay, he always does physical exercises. Okay, now let's all connect with some of our lifestyle. Okay, he does yoga regularly, he does meditation regularly, he does deep breathing regularly. Pranayama he is always doing. Therefore, he is arogaha. He is free from diseases. Tarunaha, he is always youthful. Okay, without diseases doesn't mean he is active. So therefore, Valmiki is also saying Tarunaha, he is also youthful, he is also bubbling with energy, he is energetic. Okay, just being fit doesn't mean anything. You have to also act. Okay, that also he does. Then what else does he do? He also knows economics. Aya karmani upayagnishtha. Vyaya sandarsha karma vit. He also knows the economics of earning and spending. Okay. He knows Vedas, he knows Vedangas, he knows Dhanurvidya very well, he knows economics quite well. Then Shilpa Shastra. He knows Shilpa Shastra very well, the science of engineering. Gandharvecha Bhuvisreshtaha, we will see in the next sarga, right? He also knows music and dance. He knows all the different arts. He knows all the sciences. Okay. With Vedangas also, he anyways knows all the sciences. So that way, he is a very, very rounded personality. Okay. The moment you feel you need to learn more and more, the time will start expanding for you. Okay. You are not going to be restricted by time. That is another guna for himself. Nacha kala vashanugaha. He doesn't come under the control of time, but he controls time. He knows how to divide his day from the morning till the evening. That is how, this is again short notes. The explanation of this we will see in the 100th Sarga, Kachit Sarga. He talks to Bharata about what you should do in the morning, what you should do in the afternoon, what you should go do before going to sleep. Okay. Are you reflecting on the day's actions before going to sleep? In the morning, are you keeping your mind fresh and creating plans for today? Midday, are you also reviewing your plans versus what you made in the morning? End of the day, are you satisfied with whatever you did? Are there still things, to-do list? Is the to-do list going up or going down? Is your sticky notes becoming more today or your sticky notes coming down today? That is how you need to plan your day, he tells Bharata. Okay, that is the explanation for this. But here, Nachakala Vashanugaha, because time is expanding for Rama, he is able to get into multiple things. When I also read, I am just thinking, I mean, he knows economics also very well. Okay, he knows engineering also very well. He is knowing the arts also very well. Okay, in our ashram also there are many people who knows engineering very well. They are able to do this, they are able to do that and all. But when we put everything together, then Rama is somewhere else. Okay, somebody who is extraordinary in science, can they also sing well, dance well, etc.? It becomes difficult. But Rama seems to be doing that also. Okay, he has a very aesthetic personality also. He has a very rational personality also. He is also a man who is always full of memory. Smritiman, Pratibhanavan. He is also a man with intuition. Okay, he can also bring from his memory. He can also bring from his insight. Okay, from different koshas, he can bring a lot of different stuff. And he is also able to converse very well. And he also talks about how this Yana Yatram, Kudara Yatram, etc. and all. He is an expert in all those things. And he is Abhiyata. Okay, when it comes to war strategy, okay, Rama is not a normal human being. He is also a Kshatriya. He is a Rajakumara. So he has to be excellent when it comes to administration and political skills. Okay, Abhiyata Paharta Cha, Sena Naya Visharadaha. So he is able to lead an army with great strategy. Okay, from a lot of war strategy, we are learning business strategy nowadays. Okay, so he is an expert of war strategies. And he is also proactive. Okay, he is not just a Purva Bashi, he is also an Abhiyata. Okay, it is not just he goes ahead and speaks. He can go ahead and attack also. Okay, he can be strong in defense, he can be strong in offense. Okay, maybe this is why Valmiki said Ayodhya is like a chess board. Okay, offense and defense both are very important in chess also. It's a game of strategy. So Rama is a strategist. So with all these gunas, Dasharatha is enthralled with all these virtues. Okay, he's also compassionate. He's also very gentle to a lot of people. Therefore, he's very caring. With all these things, he's looking at Rama and feels, I think once I take retirement, this Rama should be made the king. Why? Because ityetaihi taistaihi anyaparthiva durlabaihi. These kind of virtues, what this Rama is showing, shishtaihi aparimeyaischa loke lokotaraihi gunaihi. All these virtues seem to be of the world, but they are all excelling the worldly virtues. And it is all shishtaihi. It is not something, I mean, for Dasharatha, it's not like it's a wonder. Okay. For a lot of people, it is wonder. For him, he is also from an extraordinary lineage. Okay. So therefore, shishtaihi. He also feels all these things have come over a period of time, but it is extraordinary. For such a great Rama, shouldn't I be handing over this kingdom when I am also there? Okay. Why? Because Dasharatha is also a learned person. He also knows Jyotisha. He is also been counseled by people. There are some bad omens which are appearing for Dasharatha. Dasharatha feels I might not last very long. By the time I am here, succession planning is very important. Okay. Without succession planning, if you leave, there is one full sarga later for that also. Okay. Arajaka Janapada Varnanam. If no king is there, what all can happen? What all catastrophe? What all infighting can happen? Any coup can happen? All those things are big problems. So therefore, it is better to define who is next. Okay, therefore, Dasharatha feels when I am also fine, I think I should declare to this entire nation. The nation wants to know, even before the nation wants to know, I should declare to them that this is what is going to happen. Therefore, he calls for a mega meeting. Okay, mega sabha with all the neighboring kings, the smaller kings, the fiefs, etc. and all, they are calling, and all the Mahajanas, okay, the big business people, the chief people among the army, among the air force, among the navy, whatever was available at that point of time, all those people have to be assembled here. He doesn't call Yudhajit because he's far away, or Janaka, they are far away and all. And it is a huge sabha which is there assembled. Like how Indra is addressing the entire Devaganas, Dasharatha is addressing the entire sabha in Ayodhya. And in his very, very beautiful sound, okay, like Dundubi Swana, he is sitting in front of them. And the moment he starts speaking, okay, it reminds me of Albus Dumbledore when he speaks in Hogwarts. Okay, suddenly when everybody, so much of commotion which is happening, suddenly he'll say, silence, then everybody will become silent. Okay, likewise here, in great voice, this King Dasharatha, okay, even in feature, I think they might be very similar. I mean, that's why I just remember about Albus Dumbledore. He's with white dhadi. Okay, he has a topi, but Dasharatha will be with a crown. Okay, but might be very similar. So he talks to this great crowd, saying, Idam shariram kritnasya lokasya charata hitam pandarasya tapatrasya chayayam jaritam maya prapya varsha sahasrani bhunyayumshi jivataha jirnasya sa sharirasya vishrantim abirochaye. In a grand voice he says, Idam shariram kritnasya, this sharira of mine, this body, see, I am still young at heart. Okay, he doesn't say that. That we'll have to read between the lines. He says this body has become very old. Okay, and especially sitting under this white umbrella. Okay, pandrasya tapatrasya. Sitting under the shadow of this white umbrella, this whiteness of this umbrella has come to my hair. So that my hair has become white. I can also tell this somewhere. Okay, half white it has become now. Okay, so because of the white light. Sitting under this white umbrella, my hair has all become white, and I have spent a long time ruling this kingdom. I have tried to rule this kingdom with a lot of my efforts. It is not easy to rule this kingdom. Okay, small self-boasting also Dasharatha does. Okay, it is not easy. Somebody who has won over their senses with Jitendriyas only can rule this kingdom, which is true. Okay, extraordinary discipline. Okay, for small administration work, for managing some 5 people, etc. and all, for us already naakatalradu. Okay, we are losing our breath. Imagine such a great kingdom. We saw what is the kind of kingdom we are seeing. 8 ministers. The ministers themselves are, okay, there is a real Jambawan coming later, but they are all Jambawans in their own rights. To rule, we can imagine. I mean, look at our country. We are talking about 545 members of the parliament who are there, to rule all those people, to head them and be a prime minister, look at all these multiple points of views, bring consensus, do something concrete, okay? Because even in our office, sometimes we see one meeting, the end of the meeting is another meeting. Okay, no consensus. Okay, let us meet again. Okay, this is for 5 people. Imagine 545 people, how many times they'll have to keep meeting for one issue, then it's a problem. Okay, but to get them under control and to do it, we can imagine how Dasharatha might have been that point of time, extraordinary king. Okay, so very humbly, very nicely, humorously also, he puts it saying, I want some rest. Okay, I think I'm planning for retirement. Okay, but before retirement, I cannot just like that say, okay, today I'm retiring. There are some people who do that. Very unfortunate. I mean, some companies suddenly you will announce, oh, this person retired for personal reasons. Not retired, resigned. Okay, what will be the next day? What will they do? That person will say, no, my phone also will switch off. Gone, that's all. Whatever he has done next day, who will take over? Very, very difficult. Okay, that person has to think that so much is at stake. Okay, Dasharatha is thinking about the society. Okay, it is easy to say, no, I have discharged my duties, I am going for rest, etc. Somebody you take care. Okay, he is not passive. He is very active. He says, now it is a transition time. Okay, I will announce this person as the Yuvaraja. What it means is he will be an apprentice under me. Okay, he has to learn the skills of becoming a Raja over the next few months, and then he will officially become Raja. Okay, that is the way how managing directors, they declare somebody called deputy managing director. The deputy managing director will have nothing which is different from the managing director. Okay, then we'll be thinking, why 2 swords in the same sheath? Okay, but the only thing is to shadow this person, just to go wherever that person is going, understand what they are doing, and after they leave, do the same thing. Okay, then the person will be qualified. That is how it has to be. So this person says, Dasharatha says that I am going to announce one of my candidate. Okay, that is the beauty of Dasharatha. He doesn't say, okay, this is the only thing. He says, I feel Rama is qualified, okay, but I might be biased. Why? Because I am also the father. Okay, he is talking as the king, but here he is putting the other thing. There is something called conflict of interest, where in companies, it's a very important policy. Okay, actually yesterday only I spoke to somebody on that, so I am remembering that now. If there is this conflict of interest situation, okay, my son is the successor. Okay, tomorrow somebody I'm going to, for example, my company shares, I cannot tell my wife saying, oh, you invest, we are doing very well. Okay, then it is conflict of interest. Okay, so therefore it is important to table that conflict of interest. I'm just reminded, what fantastic thing. I mean, when code of ethics, etc. and all was not codified, we talk about code of ethics, etc. That point of time, Dasharatha has laid it out. He says, Madhyastha Chintaha, somebody who is unbiased people, okay, who take the middle path, let them also decide. If you guys feel there is another person who can satisfy, who can discharge this responsibility very well, please suggest, I am ready to discuss. It's extraordinary for Dasharatha to tell this because he is an autocracy, he is in monarchy, he doesn't need to follow democracy, but he is following democracy. More than democracy, he says this candidature is good. I have done my evaluation. Maybe you guys do your evaluation of the same person. If you have evaluated somebody else, put it up for debate. It need not be decided today. Let us all discuss and decide. The moment he says this, there are a lot of these sounds. Okay, there is all this chaos which is happening in that place. Everybody is talking to each other. They are saying, oh, Raja is saying like this. Is Rama okay, not okay? Do we have another person? All the vested, unvested interests, all those things people are discussing and all. It's a lot of noise, but beyond all those noise, everybody in unison are creating a bigger noise. Okay, like how the peacocks dance when the clouds are rumbling. Likewise here, the entire stage is trembling because of the people's voice. Ichchamohi mahabahum raghuviram mahabalam gajena mahata yantam ramam chatravritaranam. Ichchamaha, ichchamaha, ichchamaha. We desire for this. We desire for what? We desire for Rama to be the king. He has to come on Shatrunjaya, the royal elephant, with the royal umbrella, with the whisks, etc. and on the Rajavidhi, and he has to rule over all of us. We are all eagerly awaiting for the day. Okay, now Dasharatha is looking. He wants to bring this Sabha in order. Okay, nowadays also we see, in parliament, a lot of chaos. Then the speaker will ring a bell or something like that and all. Here, no bell and all is required. Because The conch-like voice of Dasharatha itself will bring everybody under control. And the acoustics of that place also, they have done like that. No mic also. Okay, without that, Dasharatha is able to bring them under control. He says, oh, I am here, first of all. Okay, folks, I am still the king. Then everybody is quite, oh, yes, you are the king. And he says, order. When I am still here as the king, and you all want Rama so desperately, because your celebration is sounding to me as desperation. Okay, you are all so eager to see Rama as the king quickly. Is there any fault of mine in the way I am ruling? Very, very nicely he nudges. Okay, he is poking the people. Then people all realize, okay, I think we all overreacted. We'll all reduce our tone, and then very politely we will start explaining. Then they say, no, nothing like that. Then he says, but I want to know the reason. What is the reason why Rama should be made as the king? Tell me a few reasons at least. Then all of them in unison, they are saying, Bahavo nripa kalyana guna putrasya santite gunan gunavato devaha devakalpasya dhimataha priyan anandanan kritsnan pravakshyamodhyatan shrunu. They all say, oh Deva, you please be pleased with us. Okay, your son is having extraordinary number of gunas. That is why we were not able to count that gunas. Before counting that gunas, you said this, and we all shouted. We all wanted that Rama. We have been holding that. Okay, it is like Malaithiranda Vellam. Okay, the moment the dam opens, how the water gushes out, so far it has been in the people subtly. The moment one catalyst is given, okay, Dasharatha is asking, do you all feel Rama can be the king? Then immediately, yes. Okay, because they were all waiting for this opportunity. Therefore, it came with extra expression. But, oh Rajan, there's nothing wrong in how you are ruling, but Rama is somebody special. Okay, Rama has extraordinary virtues, and a few virtues, they are all independently and collectively also talking. He is fantastic. The way how the sun is emanating all the rays. Likewise, Rama is emanating all the virtues. He is always mrudu. Mrudushcha sthirachitta. He is very gentle, but he is always with sthirachitta. Sada bhavyonu suyakaha. He is without any anasuya. He is always free of jealousy. He doesn't envy others. We might think he is very soft, but does it mean he is not very, very stubborn or rigid or determined? No, he is soft and he is determined. Mrudushcha sthirachitta. Priyavadi cha bhutanam satyavadi cha raghava. This is a beautiful thing when people are saying this. Okay, we can always say, if, for example, Dasharatha can always say, no, my son always speaks truth in a soft manner. Okay, that might not be proof, because for him, he can speak like that. But if the people is coming, why this sarga, second sarga is very, very important for us is, it is the vox populi. It is the people who is talking about Rama Gunas. They are saying this is fantastic. Rama can speak the truth. He can speak in a very gentle manner. And we love it. Okay, that is what people are saying, right? We like this quality of Rama. And it is not just about that. Gandharvecha bhavisretaha babuva bharata grajaha. This babuva bharata grajaha comes in two places. Okay, one, people are saying Gandharvecha bhavisretaha. In music, dance, craft, art, Rama is excelling Bharata. Okay. Rama is excelling Bharata. Bharatagraja is excellent. Okay. But it also means they are also smarifying. They are also remembering Bharata. Therefore, it means even Bharata is excellent in that. In the first sarga, Valmiki says, in Ishvastre, in archery, Rama is there. Valmiki calls Rama as Bharatagraja. Okay. Which means in archery, he is excellent. He is like his father. So which means Bharata is fantastic in archery and Bharata is fantastic in arts also. Okay, this is something we need to correlate between the first and second sargas. So here they are saying he is a man of all the astras. Okay, whatever astras, devas, asuras and all have, he has all those things. The more important thing when they are talking about is how he spends time with people. Ida vrajati sangramam gramarte nagarasyava gatva somiti sahitaha na vijitya nivartate sangramat punaragamya kunjaren rathe nava gatva Pauran Swajanavan Nityam Kushalam Pariprachati Putreshu Agnishu Presha Shishya Ganeshu cha Niklena Nupurvya cha Pita Putrani Vaurasan. Very beautifully, this is people talking about themselves. When Rama comes to the field, okay, it is a field visit. Okay, he is a political administrator. He comes to the field. You have to go to the field to understand the problems of the people. You cannot be sitting in glass houses and in all these courtrooms and deciding on what is happening on the ground. You have to spend time with the people. The people are saying when he comes to the field, he doesn't come, just settles whatever he comes for and then goes back. Okay, extraordinary political heads, if you see, they are like this. Okay, even till date, the most successful people will be the people who spend time with the people on the ground. The people are saying here, when he comes, he doesn't just go back. He comes and spends time with us. He comes and asks, Putreshu, Agnishu, Dhareshu, Preshya Shishya Ganeshu cha. He asks about our Agnikarya. He asks about our disciples. He asks about our animals, pet animals, domestic animals. He asks about our family. He asks about our sons, kids. Like how a father takes care of the kids, he is always taking care of us. And it doesn't end there. Vyasaneshu manushyanam brisham bhavati dukkitaha utsaveshu sarveshu piteva paritushyati. This they repeat. They want a fatherly figure. The people, father accords protection. Mother gives a lot of kindness. For the young child, mother gives both the protection and the kindness. But I think as kids grow up, they feel the kindness will come from mother, the protection will come from father. Maybe that is the reason why here all the people, they accord this fatherliness again and again. They say Rama is a fatherly figure to us. Okay, he treats us as his family. In times of distress, he is with us as family. In times of eustress, when we are celebrating, Utsaveshu cha Sarveshu, he celebrates with us as if he is like our father. Okay. Father also does another thing. He gives a lot of things. He doesn't take much. Okay, this is another important Aparigraha Vrata of Rama. Imagine there is a celebration in a family. Rama, I am sure, will come and give a lot of gifts, etc. He will enjoy and he will be celebrating with them. It's not necessary that he takes a lot of things. So therefore, he is also a giver in that sense. So therefore, the people are all enjoying all these things. And when they are saying all these things, they are also concluding, saying, this entire world wants Rama to be the king. It's not just us. Akamayata Medini. The entire world wants Rama to be her ruler. That is how the world has been waiting. And here, all of us have been praying for this Rama's well-being. Striyo vriddha tarunyascha sayam pratav samahitaha sarvan devan namastyanti ramasyarte yashasvinaha. For Rama's well-being, all the times, morning, afternoon, evening, okay, it is spread across time. This is the time dimension. Okay, then there is a age dimension also. Striya vriddhas tarunyaha. Okay, young people, old people, gents, ladies. Okay, people who are in gramas, people who are in the shahars, in the cities. Everywhere people are talking Rama Katha only. Everywhere people want Rama to be the king. And we are all praying, aspiring for Rama's well-being. Therefore, O king, we are all very, very eagerly awaiting for Rama to be our ruler. You are our Vishampate. You are our amazing leader. We feel Rama's rule will take it to the next orbit. Therefore, we are all eagerly awaiting for that. O Rajan, please make true whatever you have been saying. With this, the entire set of people there, they are all placing their accord. They are all placing their consent to the proposal which is being made by Dasharatha. And King Dasharatha then calls Rama and wants to announce to him amidst all the public. That we will see in the next session. Janaki Kanta Smaranam Jai Jai Rama Rama Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.
விரும்புகிறோம் சத்ரு ஜெயம் கொண்ட ராமனை விரும்புகிறோம் கல்யாண ராமனின் கல்யாண குணங்களை கல்லாத மானிடரும் மானிடரோ பேரின்பமருள்பவை ராமகுணங்கள் பேரின்பமருள்பவை ராமகுணங்கள் அப்பழுக்கற்றவை ராமகுணங்கள் அப்பழுக்கற்றவை ராமகுணங்கள் பிரேமையின் புகலிடம் ராமகுணங்கள் பிரேமையின் புகலிடம் ராமகுணங்கள் சாந்தியின் இருப்பிடம் ராமகுணங்கள் சாந்தியின் இருப்பிடம் ராமகுணங்கள் கல்யாண ராமனின் கல்யாண குணங்களை கல்லாத மானிடரும் மானிடரோ
சீலத்தால் சீரந்தோர் வயது முதின்றோர் சீலத்தால் சீரந்தோர் வயது முதின்றோர் ஞானத்தால் சான்றோர் சங்கம் நாடுவார்
ஞானத்தால் சான்றோர்
சீலத்திலும் ஞானத்திலும் அனுபவத்திலும்
சீலத்திலும் ஞானத்திலும் அனுபவத்திலும்
சிறந்தவர் ஸ்ரீராமர் சந்திரனன்றோ
சிறந்தவர் ஸ்ரீராமர் சந்திரனன்றோ கல்யாண ராமனின் கல்யாண குணங்களை கல்லாத மானிடரும் மானிடரோ
உபகாரம் ஒன்றின்றாலும் மறக்கவே மாட்டார்
உபகாரம் ஒன்றென்றாலும் மறக்கவே மாட்டார்
அபகாரம் சதமென்றாலும் உள்ளத்தில் கொள்ள மாட்டார்
அபகாரம் சதமென்றாலும் உள்ளத்தில் கொள்ள மாட்டார்
சத்தான அருமருந்தை தேன் கலந்தளிப்பதை போல்
சத்தான அருமருந்தை
சத்தியத ஜெயினிதாய் மொழிவாரன்றோ
கல்யாண ராமனின் கல்யாண குணங்களை கல்லாத மானிடரும் மானிடரோ
கருமேகவண்ணன் ஞானத்தின் நீதியா
கருமேகவண்ணன் ஞானத்தின் நீதியா
கருணையின் தேக்கும் தருமத்தின் வடிவம்
கருணையின் தேக்கம் தருமத்தின் உருவம்
கருமுகில் அழகன் பிரேமையின் வடிவம்
கருமுகில் அழகன் பிரேமையின் வடிவா
கருமத்தின் மூடிவா ராமச்சந்திரன்
கருமத்தின் மூடிவா ராமச்சந்திரன் கல்யாண ராமனின் கல்யாண குணங்களே
கல்யாணமானிடரும் மானிடரோ இன்பத்திலாழ்ந்தவர் சோம்பலற்றவர் மக்களின்
கல்யாண ராமனின் கல்யாண குணங்களை கல்லாத மானிடரும் மானிடரோ
பொய்யையும் மெய்யையும் அறிந்து காண்பவர்
பொய்யையும் மெய்யையும் அறிந்து மெய் காண்பவர்
மெய்யுணரங்கனின் இதயத்தில் உரைபவர்
மெய்யுணரங்கனின் இதயத்தில் உரைபவர்
மறையின் மறை பொருள் அறிந்து மெய்ஞானி
மறையின் மறை பொருள் அறிந்த மெய்ஞானி
மந்திராலோசனையில் சிறந்த நல்யானி
மந்திராலோசனையில் சிறந்த விஞ்ஞானி கல்யாண ராமனின் கல்யாண குணங்களை கல்யாண இல்லாத மானிடரோ மனவினால கிஞ்சராதடே மனவினால கிஞ்சராதடே மனவினால கிஞ்சராதடே மர்ம வேதனே மனசா மனவினால கிஞ்சரா நடே மர்மமில்லதில் வேதனே மனசா மனவினால கிஞ்சரா நடே மனவினால கர்ம காண்டமதாக முல்லை நவ சாருலே ராசி ஜந்தர கர்ம காண்டமதாக முல்லை ககன சாருலே ராசி ஜந்தர மானவா கவதாருடே கனி மானவா அவதாருடே கனி மானவா அவதாருடே கனி பில்ச்சே நாடே நடக தியாகராலு கனி மனசாமனவினால கிஞ்சராதடே दासाची संपत्ती राम सीतापती दासाची संपत्ती राम सीतापती जीवाच्या संगती राम एक जीवाच्या संगती राम एक दासाची संपत्ती राम सीतापती जीवाच्या संगती राम एक जीवाच्या संगती राम एक राम एक माता राम एक पिता 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 राम एक भ्राता सहोदर राम एक भ्राता सहोदर राम एक भ्राता सहोदर राम एक भ्राता सहोदर सहोदर विद्या वैभव कलेश विकार
जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कबीर तिहु लोक सागर राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ ब्रज ध्वजा विराज माथे मूंज जनेऊ साज शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रकार महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की रूप धरि सियहि दिखावो रूप धरि राम भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए वीर रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति के बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई सहस वदन तुम्हरो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद शारद संत अखीसा यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाज कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुखी कहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपथ दीन्हा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की जय दोग हरे सब बीरा पत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लागे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लागे सोई अमित जीवन बल पावे चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पाता सदा रहो रघुपति के दाता अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पाता सदा रहो रघुपति के दाता राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्य हरि भक्त गाई और देवता चिंतन धरई हनुमत तेरी सर्व सुख करई मिले सब बीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो जग पाठ कर कोई झूठ ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह बड़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धिसा की दो तुलसीदास सदा हरि जय नाथ हृदय माडेरा नाथ हृदय माडेरा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी बोलो हनुमान की जय बोलो हनुमान की हनुमान की उठाला जाऊनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती उठाला जाऊनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती डाला जाऊनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती उडाला 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 जाऊनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती उडाला 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 जामुळी लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला जामुळी लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला जाऊनी लंका आला बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती उडाला जामुळी लंका आला बाबा मारुती जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय 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 हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान राम दूता जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान सीता दूता जय हनुमान जय हनुमान राम दूता जय हनुमान जय हनुमान सीता दूता जय हनुमान जय हनुमान राम दूता जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान सीता दूता जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान 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 राम सीता जय हनुमान जय हनुमान सीता दूता जय हनुमान जय हनुमान राम श्री आंजनेय स्वामी की मणिमय
रमणीय राजभवने मल्लिका शोकादिकुसुमापने सीता कल्याण वैभवम् दशविध सुगन्धि द्रव्यधूपे दगदगज्ज्वलित कर्पूरदीपे सीता कल्याण वैभवम् बहुविध शोभन द्रव्य संपूर्णे भावुक प्रेमिक जन संकीर्णे सीता कल्याण वैभवम् स्वागतं स्वागतं जानकी रामा स्वागतं स्वागतं पूर्ण कामा उपवेश नवरत्न मणिमय मञ्चे सहसीतया देवानवपुष्ट कुञ्जे लिम्बाणि पतयोरलब्धकं ललितम् अम्बोदसमनील नवराग मिलितं मलयज सन्दनो अक्षसे विपुले मङ्गल विग्रहालयामि विमले कस्तूरी तिलकं ते तिलकामिललाटे कमलाक्षर कुटीरा परिशोभित क्रीडे माधवी मल्लिका माला माधव कंठे बाहुलीला केलाजी संयुक्तं गुडमेशं क्षीरं नीलालकरघुनायक विभूधर अद्भुतं कर्पूर परिमलं ताम्बूलं विहते प्रददामि स्वीकुरुधरसं दाशरथे अधिरोह्य सीतया नवरत्नगोला अनुज्ञाप्य प्रेमीकं गुरुप्रेम लीला स्वागतं स्वागतं जानकी रामा मारुत चञ्चल विरुद्रेन्दे मन्दारादिक कुसुम सुगन्धे विहरति रघुवीरया विहरति रघुवीरः सरस संगीत रस परिपूर्णे वसंत विराजित उद्यानवने विहरति रघुवीरः हरे रघुवीर प्रेमिका प्रिया प्रियवर्धने दया विहरति रघुवीरा जय रघुवीर श्रीराजपुत्रा जय जय सौमित्री प्रेमैकवा जय जय सुग्रीव दासेन्द्र मित्रा जय जय माधोर प्रचारका जय जय संकुल रक्ताब्जनेत्रा जय जय सिंहानि सुरकृत जय जय वाल्मीकि कृत सच्चरित्रा जय जय पवमान तनयाब्जमित्रा जय जय साकेत राजराजेन्द्र जय जय सर्वेका सद्गुण सान्त जय जय प्रेमिका तारक मंत्र जय जय मां पाहि श्री रामचंद्र जय जय श्रीमती कनकेश नंदिनी रतिकोटि सुंदरी अवकिशोरी सुनयना कुमारी सुरमनोहरी रघुनंदनानंद वज्रनी नवमल्लिका पुष्प मंडित सुधरी नवरत्नभूषणे मधुरवाणी कल्याण देश कमनीय रूपिणी सर्वराज कुमारकामिनी साकेत साम्राज्य सकल स्वामिनी सरस संगीत रसिक स्वभावनी सरयू नदी ज्ञान विहारिणी शरणं भव देवी प्रेमिका जननी प्रेमलतानि सखी जन राजकुमार तिलकुण्डल निकता अभिनव मल्लिका कुसुमहार नितिन शोभित मृगमद तिलका वदन मृदुभाषा मनोहरम् आलोकय सखी राजकुमारम्
जय साकेताधीश जय आरुकेश जय दिव्यमणिभूष जय राघवेश जय राजेन्द्र कुमार जय कबीरा जय सीता मनोहरा नव पुष्पहारा जय श्यामलाकारं जय पीताम्बरा जय शत्रुसंहारा जय मनोहरा जय दिव्यलावण्य जय जगत्पुण्या जय प्रेमिकानन्य जय लोकमान्या जानकी मनोहराय जय मंगलम् जलजनील सुंदराय शुभ मंगलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मंगलम् कुंडलीकलोचनाय कुंडलादिभूषण चण्डभानुवंशजाय जय मंगलम् मनोहराय जय मंगलम् पापवृन्दमोचनाय तापवर्यवञ्चनाय भूपचक्ररञ्जनाय जय मंगलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मंगलम् कामकोपवर्जिताय सोमशेखरार्चिताय प्रेमिकेन्द्रपूजिताय जय मंगलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मंगलम् जलजनील सुंदराय मंगलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय अकेलनगरे श्रीमती मंदिरे सकल सौभाग्य समृद्धांत पूरे सखी जननी करे सद्गुण ने भरे सरस श्रृंगार संगीत मुखरे सुखम प्रभो मंदहासवदना मणिमय भूषणा महनीय मनोरम कल्याण गुणा मैथिली मोहना मंजूळ भाषणा मल्लिका मंदार मालिका भरणा शेष सुखम प्रभो रागेन्दु वरनया रसनीय वचनया रत्नमय दिव्य विविध भूषण
सद्गुणया राजेन्द्र तनया रमस्वर रघुवीरा प्रेम परिपूर्णया सुखम प्रभो श्री रामा सीतया साकं समवाप्तकामा सुखं प्रभो नानाविधमणिरञ्जितमञ्जे परिमळ कुसुम कल्पितकल्पे क्षेत्रसुखं मैथिलभूपतितनयया मनोज्ञवेजया प्रियया क्षेत्रसुखं कारुण्यगर्भित प्रेम विलासा कौसल्या हृदय कमल निवासा क्षेत्रसुखं चिरभूतिरा क्षेत्रसुखं मनपुगळ कोसलैतन् मणिमैराजवने निलंकै கோன்மொழிகள் சிந்துவைத்தாய் செம்பொன்சே கண்ணின்